All right, what's up, everybody? Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late today. Let's make sure everything's working. Looks like we're working. All right. All right, give me one more second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm here. Oh, with my Adele and everything. Check it out. Ba-ba. Loving it. Loving it. Yeah, refresh. All right, cool. Not a lot to talk about today. Basically, I'm still in a holding pattern until FOMC tomorrow. I um, I really want to get all this central bank crap out of the way and before I start committing to positions and doing some of that stuff. So today could be, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to set any levels trades as choppy and crappy as price action has been today. I can already tell that I pretty much believe that dealers are trying to square up positions to put themselves in good positions for tomorrow. So, hold on. Okay, cool. So it really is starting to give the appearance that people are starting to square up. The dealers are starting to square up before potentially massive news, right? I'm not really sure. I think no hike would probably be bigger news than hike. If I'm reading the bones right. But in terms of levels trades, there's just really nothing I want to do to be involved with that right now. So if we look at this, okay, if we look at news coming up tomorrow, we already got milk prices. Let me refresh this. So going into this evening, overnight in London will be some GBP news. Okay, 6:30 a.m. tomorrow will be some dollar and CAD news. Okay, and then you hit oil inventories at 8:30. I saw a tweet the other day that was like, what if a 20 million barrel surplus comes through? Is Yellen still going to raise? it's going to be interesting to see how this whole thing works together tomorrow, right? I'm not as much of a gambler as some, and I usually try and stay away from these kind of events. So this whole thing, okay, this whole day tomorrow has nothing for me that I'm really interested in levels trading. Okay, so excuse me. And then going into Thursday morning, obviously we've got GBP at 6 a.m. and dollar news at 6:30. That's going to determine. So after 6:30 on Thursday, 6:30 a.m. on Thursday, I'll be somewhere. I don't know where I'll be Thursday. I'll be just outside of Durango, Colorado, checking out the Four Corners by the time this all is worked its way through. So Thursday night, I'll be able to put I don't know what sounds like beer, but I have some coffee with me, if that's what we're talking about. I don't think anybody could catch up with August. So Thursday midday is when it's going to start to feel like, okay, there's some direction and structure in the market. And then going into Thursday night, I bet the London session Thursday night's pretty good because people will have some kind of clarity, and people will be, creating and managing positions at that point versus just trying to save their ass from, some crappy, Fed news or something. So, by the time we get to Friday, I would think that we're going to have some fairly good opportunities, but I'm willing to be patient right now. Anything anybody wants to look at in terms of stocks or indices or, look, one more time, you're at flat, okay, on the S&P. Risk isn't going anywhere right now, okay? Oil's dropped off a little bit, but in terms of equities and in terms of anything that really is going to drive the ship, there's really gold broke out of that. Gold broke down out of that flag. Interesting. That's an interesting I'm telling you, man. Remember when I said last week that this was some serious window dressing? Okay, so this could mean I hate to give opinions, but I guess we're all in the business of opinions here. But this makes it seem to me, okay, the structure of what's happening here, right? The chart setup here, okay? You've got this weekly, like, bam, we're gonna drive this thing, sky high for no apparent reason. You get a weekly 200 come into play. Okay, you get a breakdown out of this daily, this daily flag basically, or weekly flag that people are going to be calling a flag, but it's still under the 200 on a weekly basis. If they're not paying attention to that, then they don't understand that the pressure's still a sell on gold. Okay, and now, all right, now the window dressing's starting to break down, and all the longs that are in gold now could potentially get their asses handed to them now. Okay, so look at this. Monthly CT that's not satisfied. Okay, so if this holds, okay, this could be a precursor to Fed hike and dollar strength. Okay, this whole mess that may have happened in the last couple of weeks could all be window dressing to get people to short the dollar up into another rate hike. okay, into some kind of rate raise or some kind of dollar hawkish idea, okay? So I don't know. Gold's a good leading indicator, okay? Gold's a good canary in the coal mine, right? It sort of was the leading indicator on the way up that pushed some of the calm dolls up, and now could be a leading indicator on the way down to push some of the calm dolls down. All right, so that's actually pretty interesting. I hadn't seen that until just now. That kind of oil. Look, you know me. I'm an oil bear across the board right now. Okay, I don't believe this crap at all. This move is, if I had a huge fund, I'd be shorting the baloney out of oil. Okay, do not believe in the fundamental or technical bullish case for oil, and I'd be going after it right now. I'd be freaking going after it right now. So could be some risk off dollar positive stuff coming up here pretty soon. Even treasuries look like they're in a kind of an interesting spot to buy right now. Still have liquidity, continuation up there. Yeah, see, I mean, TLT still could have continuation of 135 from 127. So, I mean, bonds still could be in play coming up. Risk off type of idea again, guys. BOJ spoke last night. We'll go through that on the actual MT4 charts. Anything anybody wants to look at in terms of stocks or anything, just let me know. I think that's all we need to look at right now. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so sorry, I was not prepared again. You're in New Zealand. Told you that was a good buy. I'm telling that to myself, not you. Sorry. Talking to myself again. Okay. Start with the euro. Okay, euro is a buy to me right now. All right, it's absolutely a buy to me. Risk off would be euro buys. Okay, and sort of we don't need to go through it again. Overall bullish sentiment on euro right now would be totally buyable right now. Fed throws a whole monkey wrench in it though. Okay, so I'm not willing to do anything on it until after the Fed. All right, but this is a good look, and if you're into this kind of thing, again, if you had some kind of breakdown out of this structure, it could be pretty bearish. But as of right now, I would assume that the continuation is going to happen here rather than the breakdown. All right, there's nothing about this that looks bearish to me at all. Okay, this is a very healthy pullback, oversold on the stock. Okay, but with FOMC coming, it's not tradable for me. Dollar yen. This is the move that happened after BOJ spoke last night. Not really sure what they said. I didn't read the minutes or anything, but obviously it was yen positive. Euro yen, again, great continuation trades today. Taking out liquidity. Yeah. Nothing to do here yet, though. This is one that we could start looking at. We need a fractal. Okay, we need a fractal, but I will be looking to buy this eventually. Okay. Okay, so I will be looking to buy this eventually. I would like to see it. I would like to see it fractal out first, and then we'll just move the fib up and find our levels. Again, probably going to happen sometime after the announcement tomorrow. Pound is now definitely in a place where we don't want to mess with it. Okay, we have the boss pointing up. We have 4 hours broken down. We're below fair value. The moving averages are a mess, and this is unpredictable now. Okay, it's not this, it's unpredictable now. So I am staying away from pound still. Odd is starting to break down out of its potentially out of its move. Okay, you're at about an 886 now on this. Yeah, so hit 886 today. Again, I'm just not willing to front run the Fed. Okay, I'm not willing to take a big gamble on positions in front of what the Fed's going to do, because this pair is going to move like hell on Fed announcements. So I'm not willing to do it. Okay, and I don't have a predetermined position on, well, I think the Fed's going to raise or not going to raise. If I did, then I would start. I would have started building into this long ago. But now is not the time to do that. So I am no matter how good this levels trade looks, I've seen it twice now on euro and dollar yen, where no matter how good the trade looks, the central bank comes in and destroys it. So not going to do it. Just not going to do it. Euro New Zealand, beauty. Odd New Zealand. Great trade again. Okay, great trade with the milk prices coming out poorly. I didn't trade this. That'll be one on Friday where you guys can kick my ass, but didn't do it. Now it's at a point where it's got to find a new top. Okay, and then we can work it from there, but it's not ready yet. So dollar CAD. This is a tick of broken structure. Okay, it's definitely a tick of broken structure. It's the first broken structure we've had in a while. I mean, this I guess technically was broken structure, so it could do this same thing. Okay, but at some point, all right, if we get across and we get a CT, then we got to think it's going back up, and it's looking very buy-y now. As stupid as that sounds, it's looking very, very buyable and very buy-y. What a dumb word. At least to the 100 right now. At least to the 100. EuroCAD. So EuroCAD. EuroCAD. It's not necessarily on our list, but New Zealand. Okay, this is a great picture of confusion and mess right now, right? So I would assume that this level is 100% in play, but it's sort of against our rules right now. All right. Now we do have this this cross here. Okay, and if I get to the point where we work that, okay, then we can find a bottom here and start working on selling this thing down into this this liquidity, okay, because this space right here between whoa. At 40, 65, 60. Okay. Look at the support they've tried to create in there. Okay. New Zealand cut rates. Milk prices were bad. All right. I would assume that that's the place where New Zealand is going. Okay. So I want to be able to get into this with some levels trades as soon as this thing shows me that it's made a fractal bar. We're going to jump on this. Okay. I think that this could be a good, I think this could be a great trade. Okay. I think this could be a great trade. So we're going to be looking to get short this. Pound odd. $150 pip range on pound odd for a very long time now. Not a lot we could do with that. Okay. Not a lot we can do with it. So I think that goes through everything that we normally go through. Look, a lot of fun to sit and talk about today. Okay. But again, I'm just not willing to front run anything and go out there and get all crazy with two major central banks coming out in the next 2 days. Okay. So if there's any questions on anything, I'm more than happy to answer it. But that's sort of where we're going to sit with levels. No levels today or tomorrow. Just not willing to get burned on it. So, yeah, I guess if there's no questions, or why aren't we doing this, or can we do this, or any other pairs that you want to look at. Yeah, that's nice. Then we'll leave it at that today. All right, guys. Talk to you all later.